In 1978, few people had color television. Every family also watched various events from around the world in black and white images, including Argentina's World Cup. In fact, there was a one-of-a-kind event when France faced Hungary in the final Group A match at the Estadio José María Minella in Mar del Plata. In this match, France switched from Les Bleus to Les Verts et Blancs. They did not wear oversized blue uniforms, but green and white jerseys with vertical motifs. The cause was an administrative blunder. There was a misunderstanding that caused confusion. Because of the presence of television, FIFA determined the color of the competing teams' uniforms. One wore a dark color, while the other wore a light color. As a result, the operator decided on the participants' costume long before the tournament began. FIFA requested Hungary wear the red jersey and France wear the white jersey. However, 3 months later, FIFA changed the policy and requested that France wear the colors of greatness. Unfortunately, this message was not received by the team. Later, it was discovered that the then president of the French Football Federation, Henri Petrel, had failed to pass on FIFA's instructions to his subordinates. When both teams entered the field, they did not notice the error. The reason for this was that each team was still wearing a jacket. They also did not wear their match uniforms during the warm-up. When players from both teams displayed their jerseys, an additional problem arose. The match supervisor then decided that they should postpone the party. France failed to bring their blue uniform. The staff abandoned it in Buenos Aires, 400 kilometers from Mar del Plata. France was looking for alternative uniforms outside. They discovered Atletico Kimberley, a local club that wore a jersey with green and white stripes. Finding a new uniform was not France's main issue. Another complicated issue arose because some of the Atletico Kimberley jerseys lacked numbers. The French staff then got to work on printing the number on the back of the shirt. They then experimented with uniform constraints. Atletico Kimberley had only 14 non-keeper uniforms, whereas France had 16. FIFA's decision to assign goalkeepers the numbers 1 and 12 exacerbated the situation. Some players wore different numbers on their shirts and pants. It took 45 minutes to sort everything out before referee Arnaldo César Coelho of Brazil could finally start the game. The match itself was merely a formality. France and Hungary had almost certainly failed to progress to the next round because they had lost their previous 2 matches. However, the game was entertaining. Both teams appeared to attack without a burden, particularly in the first half. France took the lead with 2 goals from Christian Lopez and Marc Berdal. Hungary had time to close the gap before the end of the first half, thanks to Sandor Zombori. However, Hungary's hopes of a comeback were dashed when France's 3rd goal was scored a minute later by Dominique Ricchio. France, led by 22-year-old Michel Platini, competed in that match wearing foreign colors. Most home television viewers were probably unaware that the team competing was Les Bleus. Because of technological advancements and improvements in organizational quality, the French experience in 1978 is unlikely to be repeated. It's a shame because small errors like this are what make football more interesting. France's incident was the 4th and final time the national team had to borrow club uniforms during the World Cup. Austria had to wear the Napoli jersey against Germany in the 1934 edition. When Switzerland played Mexico in 1950, they wore the Cruzeiro uniform. Meanwhile, against West Germany, Argentina wore IFK Malmo's shirt. Interestingly, all 3 national teams wearing the new uniforms were defeated. This means that France was able to break the curse in 1978.